Hey, this is Knife Standards. Today I'm going to be doing my full review of the Miguron knives Pagos. But first, please follow me at Knife Standards. You can follow me on Instagram. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for a lot more knife content and weekly knife reviews. Alright, cool. So let's get into it. This is a really interesting knife. It is made by Miguron Knives. That's the company. And it is run by, I think it's just one guy named Sam. And these are Chinese-made knives. It is a titanium frame lock, as you can see. M390, or so they say. No, I think it is M390. And I say this is an interesting knife because, I only carried this for a few days, so I could kind of get more comfortable with it. You guys saw the unboxing first impressions, I'm sure. If not, definitely go watch it. But this is one of their first offerings. I'm not exactly sure when, excuse me, when Miguron Knives kind of came onto the knife scene or started up business, but they're fairly new. They only had a few knives when I got this guy, or a few models that they produced, and now they're making more and they're kind of stepping up production. So let's go ahead and talk first off just about the kind of about the good things, the upsides to this knife. And without even getting into the action or ergos or anything like that, let's just look at the fit and finish. Fit and finish is awesome. Now, this is one of my favorite milling patterns on the titanium. Really super smooth, but you can feel that there is a texture there. It's not just for looks. A little bit of grip. And that same milling pattern is all the way across and all the way on the clip side as well. Now, the inlay is carbon fiber. It's kind of like a swirl marble carbon fiber, and there are little flecks of blue in there, which I think is pretty cool. It is a thumb stud opening knife. It has these big clunky thumb studs. And it's also a front flipper. Now, we'll get into the action in a couple minutes, but check, this is, I gotta watch my thumb. This is crazy action. Jeez. It's a guillotine, and it even got me right there, but it didn't cut me. I wonder why. If you guys saw my first impressions unboxing, you guys know why. So it also has a front flipper. This little guy up there. Front flipper works great. Thumb studs. Okay, that was kind of Phil. Thumb studs work great. Action is kind of insane. Now, this is one of the first productions. One of the first, let's see, hold on, let me find out what number it is. This is serial number. Why doesn't it say on the certificate of authenticity? All right. It was oh, here we go. Yeah, number 12. So this is the 12th Pagos ever, I'm assuming. It's definitely the first production run. And there's a few things that need to be fixed for sure. Let's go ahead and talk about the clip. Mine does not move at all. I have seen other people's reviews and other people who have this knife, and their clip is moving all over the place. So, it doesn't bother me. The clip is fine in and out of pocket for the couple days that I carried it. It's, it worked fine. It's not my favorite clip. Aesthetically, this is nice. This is kind of like a, little Ray Laconico ooh, it's a little sharp, actually. A little Ray Laconico signature, kind of milled out section, or fuller. Yeah, wow. They definitely missed the spot right there. So that's sharp. I was about to also say that that's one of the risks with just having one screw in the clip, is that sometimes it can move around. Oh, yeah. Okay, mine moves too. Now, of course, when I was going in and out of pocket, I didn't notice it, but now that I'm sitting here playing with it, there is some movement to the clip. Again, that's a risk of having one screw to hold the clip on, although I have had plenty of knives that have one screw and there's zero movement. So interesting, yeah, interesting movement on there. Now let's go ahead and check out the hardware. What do we have? This is, okay, so we got T6 here, T8 up top for the pivot, and I think the clip screw is also, yeah, T6. Okay, a couple T6s, yeah, and then the inlay screw. Yeah, I'm assuming that holds in. I wonder if that holds, I gotta take this guy apart. I wonder if that holds the back spacer. Probably. But anyway, you can see the Miguron kind of, I don't know if these are titanium or not, but maybe, I don't know if they're anode. You can see the M for Miguron knives. And let's check out the blade steel. Blade steel M390. Now, on the blade, I see, I'm calling this like a, I don't know, like a sand blast or bead blast finish on the blade steel. And of course we can see there's absolutely no edge at all. Now you can't really see it that much, but we will do a little paper cut test. Now, I attempted to do a little bit of cutting when I carried this knife. Unfortunately, it just wasn't pretty. So let's see it. Oh, that wasn't bad. I mean, oh, you guys hear that noise? What the hell? So they forgot to sharpen the knife, but so that's a bummer. And you know, if you're a knife company and you don't sharpen your knife, it just makes me question other things. You know, I saw Lefty EDC. You know, his inlay fell off. I don't know what he's doing to his knives, but his inlay fell off. It's just glued on, apparently. I'm not sure if that screw holds anything in. You know, it's a shame because the action is insane. You know, I'm kind of laying off the lock bar as I disengage the knife, so I don't get my thumb chopped, although it's not really going to cut me because it's pretty dull, but the detent is pretty damn good. It is definitely drop shut. Oof. Here, I'll do it like this. Yeah, I mean, it's for under $200, this action is just crazy good. Crazy guillotine action. Detent, solid. Thumb studs look super awkward and clunky, but they're actually really comfortable. They work great. You can flick the studs on the clip side if you want to, and then of course front flipper is not bad. Now the only thing about, you know, the inlay being glued on like that and literally being like a you know, no edge butter knife, it actually is a little bit sharp, like right there, and then the rest of the knife is nothing. But I mean, it's pretty dull, but it kind of makes you question, like, how's the heat treat on the blade steel? Is it M390? You know, it's just, I don't know. It's I want to be able to trust the knife company and you know, feel good about spending $200 or whatever it was. I'll show you guys the COA card again. But stuff like this, it's like serial number, nothing. I mean, they forgot to put the number of the knife. It's just like, what? Yeah, designer Sam Low. Carbon fiber, titanium. I mean, yeah, okay. Professional, reasonable, satisfactory. So, you know, I like giving, especially for customer service or for something that might be wrong with the knife. I'm all for giving companies a chance or a second chance, or at least talking to them about it. And I've had to do that in the past, and that is a big sign of like, why can't I? Oh man, there we go. Why, you know, that's a big part of what was I even saying? That's a big part of why I like a knife company, or why I don't. Kind of how responsive they are. If there's something wrong, if it's a perfect knife, yeah, I don't need to contact them. You know, there we go, middle finger flick. But I actually reached out to Miguron, sent them an email right when I got this knife. No response. And then I sent another email, no response. And then right before, literally like, I don't know, a week ago, I sent one final email, no response. So to me, that's just really crappy. I don't know. You message like Joseph Vero, you message him or you send him an email, or his wife or whatever, and they are super responsive. Same thing with Monterey Bay knives. Super responsive. They get right back to you, whether it's a big issue or not. If you have a question about the knife, a suggestion, anything, they're just on top of it, and they go out of their way to make it right for the customer, for the people that are buying their knives. So it's a little weird that no one answered me. The knife is definitely a work in progress, I would say. Ergos are excellent. No hot spots. Super comfortable. If I really kind of squeeze down on it, I can feel the screw and kind of the edge of the clip. All these edges are super chamfered and really damn comfortable. They did miss a spot right here. There are a couple little tiny sharp edges, but for the most part, it's very smooth, very chamfered. The action is insane. Thumb stud action, great. Personally, I don't know why this is a front flipper. I think Sam, the designer, is a huge fan of front flippers because he has a couple different front flipper models. I just don't know why there's a front flipper on here. If this was just part of the scale all the way around and there was no front flipper, I think this would be a better knife. If it was sharp, it would be a better knife. The action cannot get better. I mean, the action is just insane. If we look at centering, pretty good, just about dead centered. The inlay, you can feel a difference between the titanium and the carbon fiber. There's definitely a big hump there. So some of these details are excellent. I mean, again, the action, the detent, wow, crazy good. The clip, not a fan. The inlay could be better. And this fuller is really nice, but you can't use it to flick. Is it chamfered? Is it smooth? Yes, definitely. I actually really like, I mean, my favorite blade finish is kind of like a belt satin. You can see the grind lines, but this is quickly becoming my second favorite. There was an artisan cutlery knife. What was it? I think it was the Orion that has this kind of sandblast, bead blast finish. I like it. I like it a lot. No fingerprints, no smudges. I'm not a huge stonewash guy, so I really like the blade finish. Again, awesome action. I can't state that enough. Now, someone on my YouTube channel commented and said that the next production is better and they have one and it's great and it's sharp and they talked to Sam and whatever, but great. I'm glad you could get a hold of him and talk it through. Lock up, pretty good. This is a weird knife. I mean, that's all I got. That's all I got. I think we covered it, and you guys saw that horrific paper test. Yeah, I know I could sharpen the knife, but when it's like $200 and it's out of box, just super dull. I mean, it's kind of disappointing. Kind of disappointing. I don't know why that is yellow around the pivot. Oh man. I really want to like this knife a lot. It's just not quite there yet. And do I really want to I was willing to spend the money to buy another Miguron knife, but when no one answers my emails, I'm just kind of turned off, less interested. So, it's like the pouch. I'm really glad that they gave me a pouch, but it just feels cheap. And if we compare it to like the Oaksworks pouch, this is so comfortable and high quality, and like the stitching is better. Just everything about this says, yeah, like I want to carry this pouch around and like put the pouch in my pocket, And this is just like, it's like hard plastic. I don't know, or vinyl or whatever. I know I'm kind of rambling. Anyway, anyone want a Miguron Pagos? Again, the action. Come on, I keep coming back to the action because it's so smooth. I just want to like this knife because of the action. And it's a titanium frame lock, which I'm really, really into, but it's just not quite there yet. Thank you guys so much for listening. This has been Knife Standards. I'll catch you guys later.